Hello, my friends. In the last video, I have came up with a linear regression model running on Python on Jupyter Notebook. Today, I'll do the same, but on Microsoft Excel, and together we will compare the result between the two using the same dataset. I will start by running the code on Jupyter Notebook, and I'll export out the dataset into a CSV file and will load into Microsoft Excel, and together we will do linear regression on Microsoft Excel in detailed steps. And you should be able to follow through quite comfortably. Okay, now let's get back to Jupyter Notebook. Okay, this is the, let me go up. Okay, this is the, wait, this is Jupyter Notebook that we have discussed the last time. But this time round, I've added some new codes, specifically on this part where we will save the data frame into a CSV file. That means we output, and this is the directory that I've created. So each time when there's a new generated data set, it will create a new file. This is a running number. So every time we run based on the last number, it will generate a new file, a new number. For example, the next one will be at number 8. So let's do this. Okay, run. Let's go back to the top. Okay, so it ran, and this is the new dataset that was generated from 1 to 120. That's correct. Perfect. So we'll generate a new file here. Let's check. Yes, number 8. And the time of the this file generation is 8 for 48 a.m. Singapore time. It's on the 13th of December, and it's a Friday. Okay, so we have the file now. So briefly go through the code. Okay, so this is the a scatter plot. Uh, Later we'll compare this graph and the graph that we will plot on Microsoft Excel. They should be the same. Okay, so this one is with the trend line, and this part is the linear regression. So the R squared score is 0.993. Okay, not too bad. Uh, okay, let's go down. Okay, this is the same thing, but with the prediction line here. Okay, so every this is the prediction from 121 to 149, which is here. So we will compare the values here with the value that we are going to compute on Microsoft Excel. Okay, let's now dive into Excel. Um, let's do this, and okay, so we'll start by we'll start by importing the data, but first, just a gentle reminder. When you start off any file, please give it a name and save it first, which I've done. Okay, so in order to import the file data, so wait, a bit slow. Okay, data. You see here from text CSV, or you can do it from get data, from file, from TS, text CSV. This is the longer way because I'm a lazy person. So I'll just click from here. Okay, so now we have come to that directory. So this is the number 8 is the latest file we have just created through the Python program. So select this one, import. Okay, so this is we'll do a data transformation. So so click on transform data. Okay, once this is loaded in the Power Query editor, we are not we'll be not using this column, so we're going to remove. We actually don't use the date column, but I'm going to keep this in the event that I want to know which day corresponds to which date. Then I'm going to use this column. But for now, we're not going to use this date. Okay, but still keep this. Okay, so we have days in integer value. Then we have sales. For sales, I'll just change to currency. So it becomes two decimal point values. Okay, so on the brief look, this is okay, and there's no null values or empty values. So next thing, very important, we're going to give this table a name. So let's give it sales trend table name. So enter. So once we done that, we just need to do close and load. Okay, when this is close and load, uh, we we have three columns here: uh, date, days, and sales. That's correct. Two variables that we need to compute. Okay, we'll put in the cell here. The first variable name is called slope, which is the m value. Okay, let's put m here. The next variable that we're going to compute is the intercept, which is the c value. Okay, so we're going to leverage on this formula y equals to mx plus c. So if you have kids who are now in secondary schools in Singapore, uh, they they should know this formula y equals to mx plus c from school. Okay, so now let's compute m. So m is the slope. So the formula is equal slope open bracket. So the known ys is the sales. So referencing the table we have created, it is a sales trend. Okay, so the variable is sales. Correct. So next we need to the known the x. The known x is actually the days. So sales trend. Okay. Oh, sorry. So the column name is actually days. Then we close this. Then before we do anything, I'll just being a lazy person, I'll just copy because we're going to reuse this for the intercept. Uh, enter. So it's 0.993673 for the slope m value. So we're going to do the same for the intercept. So I'll just paste and I'll just change. So this is the intercept. Okay, then we go to the last one and we just last point and we just click enter. So the intercept, the C value is 94.56666611. Okay, so we have these two values we're going to apply onto here. So the next thing we're going to do now is to insert the is to plot the scattered graph. So in order to plot the scattered graph, we need to select the corresponding fields, which is the days and sales. So click on the days, the button key, press and hold both the shift and control and then the down arrow key. So it will go to the last record in the table, then release, then press and hold shift key and right arrow key tap once. So boom. So now we are here. These two columns being selected. So the next thing we need to do, insert recommended chart. We'll select scattered plot, which is the first one here. So okay. So now this is the scattered plot. Okay, this is nice. Okay, let's expand this. Okay, before we do anything, just double check this graph and the graph that was generated on Python. So we have okay, let's see this shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This right at the center, and it should have something like this, and it should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should have this shape. Okay, let's compare. So let's get back to the Python. See? Okay, let's just click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is the same. Uh, this one is the same too. 1, 2. Then this is a smiling. 1, 2, 3 here. 4, 5. Okay, so the two graphs are the same. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and a smiling face here. Okay, then next, what? Okay, we need to beautify this graph. So add, we need the axis title, we need the legend, we need the trend line, which is the linear. So this is the trend line, which is the y equals to mx plus c for this line computation. For the computation, so we need to put the labels. So this one is sales. Let's clear this. Okay. So this one is the days. Okay, and we are done on this graph or this plot. Next we'll do the prediction. So we'll add one more column here with the name predicted sales. Okay, so now we're going to apply y equals to mx plus c formula. So the formula will be equal. What is m? M is 0.993637. So m, then x is multiplication. So x is the days. So we need to select the days. Then plus c is this value. Okay, because m and c is in a fixed position, so we'll need to apply the $sign and same for the M. Okay, so we are done on this. Just enter. Okay, good. So this is the actual sales. This is the predicted sales. So let's see. 97 and 96, not bad. 113 and 111. Okay, so it's about one or two difference. This is five. Uh, and 134 and 136. Uh, so this is 134 and 139. This is 158 and 160. Okay, so quite close. Mm, Now, our last record is on the 120 days. We want to predict from 121 to 149, same as what was there in the Python program. So we'll do that now. So we'll extend to 149. So click on this. Drop, 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 dropped, dropped. 142, 148. Okay, 149. Release. So these are the generated prediction. Okay, once this is generated, if we go when we go up to the scattered plot here, see the prediction line here, the trend line here extended uh, up to 149. So what we want to do next is is the what I've done just a while ago is uh, from 121 to 149, and from here that's the corresponding y value that has been predicted. Okay, so okay, this is good. So let's now compare the prediction value of this and the ones uh, with this. Let's okay, this is nice. Let's check now. 121, 214.8. Where's 121? Okay, here. Same. That's correct. 214.8. And let's randomly check. 130 is 223.74. 223.74, correct? Match. And let's do 139. 232.67. 139. 232.687. Let me see. Oh, 232.687. Sorry, this is correct. 232.6. Yes, this is correct. Double check. Yes. Then the last one, 149. 149 is 242.623. That's also correct. So the values match. In theory, they should match, and they must match because both are leveraging on y equals to mx plus c formula or algorithm. Okay, so now I hope this is interesting and this somehow add value in your Microsoft Excel. So let's get back to the main screen. Okay, we have come to the end of this session. I hope you like it. I hope you will also add value into your Microsoft Excel adventure. Uh, in the next video, we'll do the same linear regression, but we'll do it on Power BI. Mm. So we will same we'll generate a data set, then we will compare Python, we'll compare the result on Excel, and we'll compare the result on Power BI. I hope it will be interesting. So thank you and see you again.